All right, I was just told that I need to stand up straight. Thank you. I feel I have a military connection with me right now. I do feel he's male. He's male, right? And I feel like he's telling me I need to stand up straight and erect. And he's, I don't. So he's like, yeah. So structure was very, very important to this gentleman. I'm hearing the word cadet. I'm not saying he was a cadet, but that's what he just told me, and that's just what I hear. Thank you very much. He actually had cadets. So that's giving me the understanding that he had some sort of rank in the military. I want to find out what rank. Stand by. I mean, yeah, but also what branch. Yeah, I feel Army. Okay, so I feel an Army connection, and I'm feeling commander. I don't even know if commanders have cadets. Like, I don't know the hierarchy, but that's just what I'm feeling, and just think in terms of connection to, if he's not exactly. There's also a connection to military police. I'm just gonna give that to you. Okay, so, and then, is there another hand, or no? Okay, so let me just get a little bit more information, because I really wanna make sure that I feel 100% confident. Would I be correct in saying, and I will address this to you, that there was a mustache or facial hair? That doesn't make sense? Okay, so I'm just gonna give that. I'm not necessarily saying yes or no, but I'm being drawn to my face and the facial hair and mustache. I don't have one, so I don't feel bad. Thank you. But there is a sense, God, of so much pride, and I feel like there's a connection to the Midwest. So am I still with you on that? Okay. I mean, those are some pretty specific things. I feel like, is it okay if I, cool. All right. He's giving me the number 2, okay? That there's a connection to the number 2, and I feel like they're people, and I feel like they're male. So if that does, just by the look on your face, you're like, I have no idea. Is that a no or an I don't know? An I don't know. Okay, just take that information, because a lot of times they're giving me their perspective, so you can go back and do research. But he's giving me 2, and he's giving me males, and I almost feel as if there's a connection to either nephews, cousins, or even sons. So I don't know if you know that information. Just keep that information. It could actually, stand by. Thank you very much. Okay, it could actually be 2 of his cadets or 2 of the people that he worked with. He's telling me they got in trouble. I don't know if you know this information. He's telling me they got in trouble on the base. That's not helping you. I know that. But he's saying that's the connection to the military police, were these 2 guys. So I'm just gonna give that to you, okay? If it doesn't make sense to you, that's fine. He's talking to me now about education and an importance with you. Does that make sense to you? I almost feel like he's going like this and he's telling me to stand up straight. So I'm like, all right. Very structured individual. This makes sense to you? Would it make sense to you if I say, because he feels kind of like an uncle almost. It doesn't, because it feels like there's a little bit of a separation, and that just could be an emotional separation, but it doesn't feel like it's a brother or a father. It just feels like there's an interest in you and your future, but there's a little bit of an emotional disconnect, almost like he would have reared you or like mentored you. That makes sense to you? Okay, good. Because he's talking about education. He says he feels like now he has your attention, that he would like to tell you that if there were any opportunities for you to move forward with education, that you can go ahead and do that. He's going like this, so he's kind of like really would like for you to move in that direction. I'm just going to give that to you. He's showing me a house right now, so you need to figure out what that means. A house with a yard. There's something separate. I feel like what I want to say is not what I'm saying, so bear with me. Like a white picket fence, almost like the perfect kind of house. You're smiling, so you must know what that means. Okay. He feels, if feels like he wants me to give that to you. Does that make any sense to you? Okay, it doesn't make sense to me either, but he feels like he wants to give it to you. Yeah.
If I may interject.
Oh, didn't you just move into a new home?
We did, and it's white picket fence, perfect home.
Okay, so let me rephrase. He brought that to you. Okay, so there was a connection somehow, because he's giving it to you, so if it's just recently happened, he somehow orchestrated and like put things together and put all the ducks in a row to make it happen. That makes sense? Okay, good. Thank you, by the way. Appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Good. So that's actually, okay. So now I'm feeling like more of like a friendship connection with him. I don't know if that makes any sense, but he feels like now he can be more endearing with you than when he was living. So it was like an act of friendship on his level to guide you towards the house. So he's here to say he brought that house to you, and that if there was the education factor that you were considering, to just go ahead and move forward with it, because you're like, she better. So I'm just gonna go ahead and leave that with you.